Hello to my witches and my bad bitches. It's Ari Celine, also known as Celine Moon Queen. Today we're back with another video talking about sacred rage. Also, we'll be talking about the dark feminine archetype, the destroyer. So let's get into it. I don't want these new age love and light bitches telling you that your anger is low vibrational. Your rage, wrath, and frustration is an extension of the dark goddess. If you are able to truly tap into your dark feminine anger, you are able to take your power back and reclaim your confidence. Your anger is also showing you what you are passionate about. It is also pushing you towards justice, balance, and a need for change. Your anger is telling you something super important, like your needs were not met, like your boundaries were crossed, and that something in your life, in your perspective, in your relationships need to transform. And that is what I love about anger. If you are spiritually bypassing your anger through humor, through looking at the silver lining, or just straight up being scared of your own anger, you're missing the truth, the medicine, the alchemical force that can change your life. And that is why it is associated with the destroyer archetype. If you have a negative association with how you think about anger, I want you to think about it more neutrally in the way that you relate to the element of fire. If you allow yourself to reframe how you view anger, you can actually use it in a way that is productive, creative, motivating, alchemical, transformational, rather than violent, destructive, and wild and chaotic. Let's talk about anger as fuel for motivation and change. So if you allow yourself to actually get angry about your situation, about the way that your job is treating you, the way that your partner is treating you, the way that you are frustrated with yourself, if you don't actually let yourself get mad about it, you might not actually leave that job, leave that relationship, or leave your circumstances. It is a way for you to push beyond the life that you're currently living, the relationships that you currently have, to alchemize them, change them, set boundaries, speak up about your truth. To access that truth, to access that message, you gotta feel your anger. Anger is super important for transformation, for justice. For example, you just got broken up with, somebody did you dirty, and you decide to go to the gym and get your revenge body. That is a powerful way that people are already alchemizing their anger to change their circumstances and elevate themselves. Your anger is telling you what you are passionate about. Think about the things in life, in this world, that you are angry about. You could be angry about racism in the new age spiritual community, and that could make you really passionate about decolonization within spirituality. Okay, it is telling you something that you care about. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, if you feel directionless in life, if you feel stuck and frustrated, you could use that fuel of anger to push yourself and motivate yourself out of your circumstances. And yes, that does mean you have to leave aspects of your life behind. That is where the transformation comes from. That's where the alchemy comes from. Your anger is also telling you the truth. It's telling you that something needs to shift. Your belief system, your relationships, how you're moving through the world. It is, again, that motivation that is going to push you to change the circumstances in your life. The destroyer archetype comes in because we are just fed up with the bullshit. It could be bullshit from other people, bullshit about the world, bullshit about the political climate, bullshit about ourselves. When we are able to access this anger and rage, this is where change happens. This is where we destroy the old. Again, it is that alchemical, purifying fire that is burning everything that does not serve you. Your anger is pointing you into that direction. It is your compass, your guide, and your teacher. So let's talk about the Destroyer archetype. It is one of the 6 dark feminine archetypes that I talk about. And if you want to know more about those 6 archetypes, you can watch that video on my YouTube channel. When I was being initiated with the Destroyer archetype in my life, I had to cut off friends, I left my job, I left my 4-year relationship, all around the same time. It was showing me where in my life I was settling. And although the Destroyer initiation is not easy, it's not comfortable by any means, it really is that tower moment in your life. And for me, it was just back to back to back because it was just built on not really solid foundations. And it's going to take away everything in your life that is holding you back. And what is left standing is the confident, strong, resilient, bad bitch that I am. With the Destroyer archetype, yes, you have to let go of a lot of things. There's a lot of change that can be uncomfortable. But within that change and destruction is rebirth and creation. I like to think of this as the volcanic eruption that births new islands, as the necessary forest fire that allows new growth in the soil. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I am going to be making more in-depth videos on all of the archetypes, so please let me know in the comments what dark feminine archetype you want me to talk about next. If you want to know what dark feminine archetype you need in your life, you can take my quiz, link down in the description. And yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.